What's up, fellow gamers? Kevin J2010 here, welcoming you back to some more Pokemon FireRed. In the last episode, we made our way here to Fuchsia City. It was a rather boring episode. Nothing really happened. But in this episode, we're going to take on the Safari Zone. Welcome to the Safari Zone. For just 500 Pokédollars, you can play the Safari game. Would we like to play? Yes. You can roam the wide open Safari and catch whatever Pokemon you like. Sorry about that. Would you like to play? Yeah! I would love to play. I would love to play. We only use a special kind of Pokeballs here, and you receive 30 Safari Balls, which is good. It's great. Well, I'll wish you the best of luck. So ready? Here we go. Don't know why the theme is the evolution theme, and it's been since the beginning. Trainer tips, press start to check remaining time. Time is actually done in steps. So, yeah, and there's a rest house right there in case you're tired. Anyway, there's new Pokemon you can find here, and there's a lot of new Pokemon you can find here. For one, you can find Exeggcute in both versions of this game. Exeggcute is a great grass type, very specially defensive. I would like using it, but being a grass psychic type, it actually has tied for the most weaknesses in the game, that and grass ice. So be very careful when using him, because he's weak to a lot of things. Then you have Rhyhorn, which we've seen before as the rock ground terror of it's not a terror at all, but it's a decent Pokemon, fully evolved. It learns some really decent moves. It's pretty defensive. You can also catch Nidorino and Nidorina. I believe we've already talked about them before, so it doesn't really matter. But you can catch Parasect here, the evolved form of Paris, which is really good. If you're playing Fire Red like me, you can catch Scyther. If you're playing Leaf Green, you can catch Pinsir. And if you're playing either game, you can catch Chansey, which is really good, and a lot of stuff to talk about. Are there any Pokemon that you can catch? There's one other Pokemon you can catch by coming over here to the water and using a Super Rod. You can catch a Dratini or a Dragonair, which are the Dragonair is the evolved form of Dratini. It is your first and only Dragon type of Generation 1. So you can get a Dragon type. It's really good. It evolves really late though, and it's really hard to train, but it is a good Pokemon. Anyway, one thing I want to talk about real quick about Scyther. Scyther was actually going to be on my team, but when I got Beedrill, I kind of figured I already have a bug type. So, I don't know. And the reason why I want to use Scyther is because as a kid, I had blue version. And in blue version, there wasn't, in blue version there wasn't a Scyther because there was Pinsir, because it was a version exclusive. Anyway, I really wanted a Scyther ever since because I didn't have red version, but my friend had red version. And because of that, I've always wanted to use a Scyther in a run before. But sadly, because I already have two Pokemon that are weak to fire, being Soreback and Rudolph, I just cannot use I just don't want to use. I'm really torn because I really want to use Scyther, and I was talking about using it at the very beginning, and then I ended up using Beedrill, and it's weird because I'm going to have two bug types. But I do have another Pokemon in mind that you can catch here. Anyway, in this new area, there are new Pokemon you can catch. Now, I didn't explain what the battle system exactly. When you're in the Safari Zone, you don't use Pokemon to weaken them. You actually don't even weaken the Pokemon. You actually fight them straight up using a ball to catch them, a rock, or bait. Bait will let the Pokemon stay around longer, generally, because there's like a randomizer, and the bait will make it more likely that they'll stay, but harder to catch. The rock will make them easier to catch, but less likely to stay, and the ball will just try to catch them, and if they break out of it, they're quite likely to run. Because I don't have an Exeggcute, I'm just going to throw a rock at it, and if it stays, I'll throw a ball at it and try to catch it. And it stayed, so we're going to throw a ball at it. Just because this is just for Pokedex, I'm just going to try catching a few Pokemon. 1, 2, 3, click. Oh, it did not click. It did not click, and Exeggcute is still angry. So I'm just going to throw another Safari Ball at it. You have 30 Safari Balls, so don't be too stingy with them. Just use them as much as you want. Jesus, stop it! And he ran away. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, here in Area 1, technically, this is the next area after the entrance. Is there any new Pokemon you can find here? Yes, there is one new Pokemon you can find on this route. Some of the chances change for other Pokemon, but here you can find Kangaskhan, the normal type. I would not mind using it if I already had a normal type, if I didn't already have a normal type. But Kangaskhan is a very powerful, very potent normal type. Not really good competitively, but it is a decent Pokemon. I wouldn't mind using it sometime. Hey, it's a Doduo! Beady eyes, little beady eyes. I keep thinking I have a Pokemon out. I haven't been in the Safari Zone in a long time. Just get in the dang ball! It's so hard to catch Pokemon here because you can't... You have to kind of influence your odds differently. There's a lot of Pokemon you can find here, but generally you want to run through this pretty quickly because you're actually, again, on a timer, and there's things that are worth finding in here. I believe there's nothing in the rest stop either. Like, you can talk to people, and it's like, how much did you catch? I'm bushed from the effort. There's nothing really good here. But there's a lot of Pokemon you can catch. There's a lot of items to find in here, too. I wouldn't be surprised if it took you 2 times running through here just to try finding all the Pokemon you want to find. There's Nidoran. Don't care. I already have one. You know, I'm just going to look around. Doing this helps you find wild Pokemon without wasting steps because that little turn doesn't count as a step. So... I already have a Doduo? Might have caught one off screen. Whatever. Anyway. Is there an item down here? I want to think there'd be an item down here. Nope. Okay. Trainer tips. The remaining time declines only while you walk. As I was saying, it's actually a number of steps left. Let's see what's over here. More trainer tips. Trainer tips. Win a free HM for finding the secret house. That is the actual reason why you come here, is to find the secret house. And here we got a Quick Claw. Quick Claw is a hold item for a Pokemon. Basically, there's a 1 in 10 chance that your Pokemon will attack first. In the original generations, it actually didn't tell you whether it went off or not. Later generations, your Pokemon would do a little animation to show that they're using it, and that's what's making them go first. But yeah, ooh, you can catch Venomoth here in Area 2, because I didn't really talk about the Pokemon you can find here in Area 2. But Venomoth, there's also another new Pokemon you can catch here. I'm just going to throw a ball at it, because I keep forgetting that I should throw a rock at it if I want to catch it. Generally, if the Pokemon is leveled up, it's harder to catch. Kind of like this one being level 32, it is still harder to catch, because I believe the Safari Ball has a similar chance to a Great Ball of catching Pokemon. And a Great Ball can catch Pokemon like up to level 50, but you just have to use you need a lot of things to tilt the odds. Like, if you're facing a level 50 Pokemon, and you can catch it in a Great Ball, you can catch anything even in a Pokeball, but a Great Ball, you can definitely catch. Stop, I keep thinking it's like I click fight and then rock, but no, I keep clicking ball. Just stay in there, Venomoth. Just stay in there. Just stay in there. I'm gonna throw a rock at you. I'm gonna throw a rock at you. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? He still doesn't run away. This is a really weird Venomoth. Now just stay, please. 1, 2. And then he runs away. You can actually stack rocks. Like, you can keep throwing rocks at them, and it will keep increasing your chance. TM47 is Steel Wing. That's a steel move that only birds and flying type Pokemon can really learn. There's a protein right there. I want to think that's another rest house. I don't care about it then. And a Rhyhorn. Oh, I forgot to talk about the Pokemon you can find here. I keep forgetting that I don't want to just throw a ball all willy-nilly like that, but I keep doing it. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Keep watching me carefully, Rhyhorn. You keep watching me carefully. I'm going to throw a rock at you. I'm going to throw another rock at you. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? 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 2, 3. Thank you. Finally caught a Pokemon here. We got Rhyhorn. This, because I didn't want to use Scyther in the end. Rhyhorn, this bike's Pokemon. Strong, but not too bright. This Pokemon can shatter even a skyscraper with its charging tackles. Because I decided to not use Scyther on my team, as much as I still sort of want to, I'm actually going to go with Rhyhorn because I don't have a rock or ground type on my team. And we're frankly not weak to water or grass at all. In fact, our team is really resistant to water and grass. We might as well have a Pokemon that's really weak to water and grass. What should we name Rhyhorn? We shall name him... I got a name for him. And this name won't make a lot of sense, but I really like overthought it completely. But it kind of makes sense. I'm gonna name him Angel. Now that's a girl's name. I can't name him Angel. Okay, now I've overthought this name too much. And it's gonna be like, I'm gonna name him Angemon. Is that how you spell it? Okay, I have to look up if that's how you spell it. Because I don't want to misspell it. Is that how you spell it? Yeah, that is how you spell it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna name him Angemon. After, I can't, because then I'm gonna think of Angemon. I was gonna name him Angel because I was thinking, like, horn, and if you mix around the letters in horn, you get N-O-R, and you can kind of be like Noir, L.A. Noir, and I was kind of like L.A. Noir, L.A., Los Angeles, Angel, and I was just like, that was weird. It was really weird, like, overthinking it. I'm gonna name him, oh, I got a name. No, because that would, okay, I got a name for him. Okay. I'm gonna name him, actually, you know what, I'm gonna name him after one of my favorite League of Legends champions. And I went through a lot of work to think of this too. Like I made a lot of connections. I'm gonna name him Rumble, 'cause that's a cool name. I named him that because I was gonna name him because his ability, I believe, is called Lightning Rod. I believe that's his ability. And even if it's not, in the original anime, they said that his evolved form had a lightning rod on his thing. It is Lightning Rod, so I was naming him Lightning. But then I thought, no, I'll name him Thunder, because that sounds cool. And then I thought, like, Rumble, because Thunder rumbles and stuff, and then Rumble sounds good. So I did just name him after my favorite League of Legends champion, even though it's still debatable. Like, I go through phases with different champions. For you League of Legends fans out there, I actually just bought, I forgot to talk about the Pokemon. You can catch it. I just bought Diana, and Diana is actually really good. She definitely looks to be one of my junglers. Anyway, the new Pokemon you can find here, you can find Venomoth. Venomoth, bug poison type, decent special attacker and defender, but nowhere near as good as Pokemon like Alakazam and stuff. And if you want another bulky normal type, there is Tauros, but Tauros actually has a decent amount of speed and a decent amount of attack. So if you want to try Tauros, I'd say go for it. In fact, every time I see another normal type, I keep thinking, man, I wish I didn't have Clefairy so I can try these Pokemon out. But anyway, we're still here in the Safari Zone. There's an item right here. You find some gold teeth. Now, you're going to want those for a reason, because remember, there was someone who couldn't really speak English right. And then TM32 double team, so if you want to spam double team, it's right there. And you make it to the secret house. Ah, finally, you're the first person to reach the secret house, although I made a campaign for our grand opening. I was getting worried that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you have won. You get HM03, which I believe is Surf. So now, we have Surf. It will enable you to ferry across water while using it. And this HM isn't disposable. So you can use it over and over and over. All HMs aren't disposable. So yeah, that's about it. We've talked about every new Pokemon you can find here in the Safari Zone, and I'm sure off screen I'll catch a bunch more. And there we go, we just finished. Time's up. The Safari game is over. There's many times I've actually lost the Safari game, like right as I got in, like right as I was walking up to the counter to get my thing, and I would lose it, and I would be like, anyway. So I'm gonna give Surf to Rosie, because Rosie needs a nice potent water move, and Surf is actually a very, very good water move. So I highly suggest giving it to any Pokemon. So I'm gonna put it over Bubble, or Water Gun, sorry. I thought I was putting it over the other one. Anyway, and bing! Rosie learns Surf, and that is pretty good, and I think we're gonna call it an episode here. You got a decently long episode, and we got a lot of work done, given I need to make some jump cuts, or crossfades, whatever. Anyway, next time on Pokemon FireRed, we, as I said last episode, we are going to take on the Fuchsia City Gym, the Fuchsia Gym. And that's pretty much all there is to do in Fuchsia City. Oh wait, I can do one more really quick thing, because I should probably do this. Those gold teeth we found. If we talk to this guy, you give him the gold teeth, because that's why he couldn't talk, and he says, pops in his teeth and says, "Thanks, son, you're a real lifesaver. No one could understand a word that I said, not one. I was too ashamed to show my face around the office even. Let me give you something for your trouble. You get HM04, which is Strength. A very, very, very powerful normal type move, which I actually want to give to Janice. Because Janice, as you know, is like the beefiest normal type ever. And Strength, as you can see, has base 80 damage. And considering that it's going to get Stab, that's actually going to do really good damage. And now it's a lot better than Pound, and a lot more accurate than Mega Kick. So that's why I'm giving it to Janice. And now you can all understand. See, now I'm actually making it so that the TMs can actually be used kind of effectively. Anyway, I don't think... Yeah, I can use Strength because we do have the HM for it. Strength will let you push boulders around like grrr, like that. And you find a rare candy in there just because you got Strength. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and next time on Pokemon FireRed, we are going to take on the Fuchsia Gym. Let's go see what the guy's name is. Let's go see what the gym leader's name is. What's his name? It's Koga. The poisonous ninja. Oh man, he's a ninja. I don't know. Ninjas are always cool. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys all next time.